Greens guys, this is Blade Trash. Hope everyone is well. So I've been popping a lot of filaments recently, getting a bunch of cruiser fights. Some of the fights you'll see in today's video might not result in many kills here, but some of them are quite good little bouts. So basically I see this Cormorant, I put my drones on him, he's in a bubble, and I'm hoping that the drones just kill him here. Now I don't know what broadswords and hicks do. I know they have some weird form where like scrams and do bubbles and stuff. I didn't realise how far they've reached out with their scrams, so I actually looked to a line out here. I see all this stuff. I was actually going to warp off here, but the broadsword gets this weird tick point on me or whatever. I don't know the range of these. And a fight ensues. I was looking to warp out and perhaps separate them a bit, but I'm actually quite thankful I didn't, because this results in a really nice little fight here. That phase loaded very good ammo for the retry. I'm killing him. I know broadswords are really tanky. That's another thing I know about heavy interdictors. So I'm like, alright, I'll just pick away at him whilst like the smaller stuff comes in. I'll kill that. The Typhoon's really rough for me, but thankfully he has Inferno missiles loaded. So I'm able to tank quite well here. I'm surprised how well I'm able to tank that battleship on top of me. So another mistake I make here, whilst approaching that Typhoon, I should have scrammed that broadsword off me, get his web off me. I wouldn't have been able to pull off the scram, but I would have been able to get on top of the Typhoon quicker. So I was hoping to get on this Typhoon and brawl it down. The Cormorant's out my log range and DPS range because the Typhoon's sort of damp and stuff. I was really hoping that this was going to be like a weird kind of long range fit with no tank. But then I start seeing his armor buffer. The Tempest comes in and it's pretty much GG at this point. I do get a Cormorant though. For whatever reason he warps in at 0. But yeah. I then end up coming across this Vedmak and he points me at the gate here. I'm expecting to be some form of like weird kind of kitey fit. I've got, I believe, Hail loaded. It's either Hail or Faction Fusion I have loaded here. Fortunately, I've burnt, well, used a lot of heat in my guns, so I can't really heat at the moment. I didn't have enough pace to repair them at this time, I believe. So I'm just looking to hopefully DPS him down with what I've got. I've got a good little bit of tank. Thankfully, this Vedmak has got one Ripper. He's more of a kitey fit. I don't know why he pointed me in the gate. Maybe he was underestimating just because, you know, Stabber. I could kill him easily, but there's a big difference between a Stabber and a Stabber fleet and a Stabber. The Stabber fleet's actually really tanky. Got a nice little bit of tracking. Pretty good DPS after the buff they gave it. So yeah, it's really been really fun to play actually. This is probably going to be my main go-to for the filaments, right? Really cheap just now because my inventory T45, you're farming that LP, I'm getting good fun out of it. So GF to that Vedmak. Okay, this is one of the fights I get no kills in. I need to get better scouting gates and stuff while I'm in Null. I should check that, or say that gate before I took this fight. I did spy that this Brutix had rails and he was just coming in close, so I get a tight orbit. He's having trouble tracking me, but unfortunately his friends start arriving, the interceptors, and the Drekavig's real rough for me. I make another huge mistake here in keeping that Stiletto at 1k. I should maybe kept him to 5 to 6k pulled out. I also have Hail loaded, which is bad because we had the tracking debuff. So yeah, I wasn't able to track this Stiletto just because I wasn't paying too much attention to my keep at range. I thought it was like 3 to 4k I had it set, but this wasn't the case. Okay, this ends up in a really cool fight here. I see the Seala. I want to orbit him. Just to work in my better tracking, his pure tracking, right? Most Amar energy weapons have really bad tracking. I reload to phase. I'm just up here, so I'm shooting fusion at him here. I think that's a good idea, and I'm like, oh no, that's a bad idea. It's a morning. I'm still waking up here, so I want to orbit him 4k. I'm just whittling him down here. He's tracking sort of thing. A little bit, but he's getting occasional grazing, which is good for me. I can tank this thing. He's incredibly buffer tank. So I see the Stabber come in. I thought that was just a regular Stabber because my overview is kind of bad. But it turns out to be another Stabber fleet issue. So had I known this, I probably would have taken this fight in a bit of a different direction. But thankfully, I'd had no idea. I thought it was just going to be a regular Stabber and be quite easy to kill after I kill this Zealot. Thankfully, I've got through the Zealot's armor buff through here. He's going down hull. Got a Zealot. I'm happy. If we die at this point, I'm positive. So I just start DPSing down this Stabber. His fit's not as tanky as mine, thankfully, but it's quite DPS heavy. And he has the correct ammo loaded. I'm still sticking with face here. Perhaps should have switch to Hail or Fusion, but it does end up being down to the wire, and we do end up taking it, so GF to those guys. Okay, here you're going to see a bunch of losses here, man. I need to become a bit more patient in Nullsec, because it's different architecture to Lowsec, and you get a bit better usage. So I see that Saber on the gate, he bubbles up, I just want to nuke it. But I really wish, once he bubbled, you got aggression. But anyway, this interceptor arrives. Fortunately, the normal stabber does have over the stabber fleet is range. You can sort of project out to interceptors, but with the stabber fleets, no fall-off bonus is quite rough for that. So this Loki gets dual webs on me. I'm like, I'm not sure if it's dual webs. It's some form of web and long point. It's a bad shot. I'm sad that didn't turn on his Vedmax sooner, because you'll see that I started chunk him here, and had fusion maybe turned on him sooner, we could probably end up killing him. But I wasn't really expecting to. This Draugr was a nightmare. He was a 10 men dude. I was really hoping for MWD. I get scram on him. I'm pretty sure that's GG at that point. But he keeps on pulling off me. I tried MWD back towards him, but he has a really long scram. I don't know if that's because he's probably a faction scram, and maybe some form of link he's got on the Draugr is extending this. So it's really, really, really rough for me getting on top of that Draugr. So I'm trying to kill this Jag. Jags are a nightmare as well. This wasn't a fun time for me. They bring the Ishtar, the 2 Caracals are coming in. I'm like, alright. I'm going down, but hopefully I can kill this Jag. I don't kill the Jag. I don't know where those reps came from. I'm not sure if the drone boats or something put rep drones on them, or it was just a ridiculous Jag. We're tanking like a beast, you'll notice. This Stabber fleet does do one thing good, and it tanks. It's doing like about 500 DPS. It's a real fun fit, actually. You can escape most things. The dual prop. So again, with my impatience, I see the skill on the other side. Go for him. I had no idea those two, the sled. I don't know where the sled if you and I came from, mate. I get like pointed and stuff. Tequila's fighting back. I was expecting this to be a PvE boy. The sled, oh, Tequila's doing work, you know. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to leave at this point, or get out of the scram range of that, whatever scrabbing me to MWD away. And I don't know. Just trying to survive. Yeah, it's not looking too good for me now, you know, with all this DPS on me, this interceptor, I can't really force any of this off. I try and scram off the Fianai. The Gila's like I'm pulling range from the Gila, but the Fianai is still on top of me. The interceptor is not looking like a good time for me. And we do end up going down, but GF, you know, we're learning, hopefully progressively get better at this null-sec thing. I then return back to more familiar territory for a bit more low-sec PvP. Bit more, it's basically just the rest of this video is going to be Algos 1v whatever. As I get more footage for that guide. And I think that's just me kind of done with the Algos after this video. I think I'll use it occasionally, but I think I've got enough footage as to where I can do the guide. I'm getting a bit bored of the Algos. Need to mix up a bit. I don't know what we're going to do next for like a wee low-sec guide. I don't know, I think. So it's a lovely little 1v1 against Frank again. Thankfully I put my drones on them from the get-go. I've taken one of the mediums away from the fit. This is the armor frasher. A nice another rematch against Frank here. And then just put one medium so I can get 2 sets of lights in a medium. And then use that medium sparingly. I think that's the best way to go with the Algos. As opposed to using the 2 mediums and then you've got, you know, I think it's like 3 lights and then a set of like 5. You know, it's just a bit more manageable. So this is another nice, really close one. Armor Thrasher's not really my thing, but I prefer the shield one, but GF rank, GF for those. I wouldn't have really included this fight normally because it's a very hard one for the Heron, but it's just to showcase Bob's courage here with this very tanky Heron fighting my Algos. It's a very, very hard fight for the Heron, as you could probably imagine, but props for the dude for trying. And I won't lie, there was a point here when I was starting to sweat, because I was looking at how well he was tanking here, and looking at my charges and my cap. Again, should have turned off the MWD, but once I see that I started to break him here, I'm like, alright, no worries. But kudos to the guy! You know, Battle Heron is a thing, for sure. I feel like it will struggle against, like, destroyers and stuff. It can just, like, meme all over T1 frigates. Or something like this, Algos feels it's going to be a bit rough for it, but seriously, like, big props, man. He has a lot more courage than I do there, so GF Bob. This against a worm. I ram him. I have phase loaded and got my 5 hobgoblins out, just hoping to DPS him here. This is a dual MSC worm that's quite popular. It still didn't quite a lot of DPS, actually, like 250 with like, I think it was like 15 or 16k EHP if like not factoring implants. I doubt this guy is running like Nirvanas or something, but if he was, this would have been like a lot closer, or you would have definitely won this. So yeah, I've got my reps on the go, trying to get the small antsies off before the medium antsies. Trying to use the medium antsies to like cover for your charged small ants, if that makes sense. Probably not. This is really, really close fight here. Worms are crazy. Frigates. But yeah, we do end up taking it. GF there. Chip. There's another fight against Chip here, and I just need to point out, these two fights you could have won had you got my the fall off range of my guns, right? In that worm fight, I believe you probably had more speed, and you could have pulled your range out further of my guns, right? Like 7.5k or something, then keep like in the far fall off, if not completely out. In this one, I noticed you were pulling range here, and it got me worried, but then you come back in. I believe this Dragoon was AB Web Scram. I believe you should have been able to keep yourself at 7.5k to 8k here and pull yourself out of my autocannon range, which is like half my DPS. So I believe both of these engagements you could have won. Nevertheless, GF for both of them. This Dragoon fight, again, always against Dragoons are incredibly close. But GF, Chip, again, my man. That's all the content I got for you guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed. I am having a blast with those filaments, by the way, man. Seriously, like, CCP, like, I feel like they are going to keep them in as a permanent feature now, and it's just, it's like, so good, man. Like, for streamers, and, like, just, like, YouTube, just for, like, everyone in, like, EVE, it's a wonderful feature. Maybe not so much for dudes to enjoy the PvE side of things, but even for the null seekers, man, you know, you're just getting, like, content, everyone's getting content. It's beautiful. Beautiful thing to see. So yeah, I'm having great fun in Nullsec with my stabbers and cheap things. I think we're going to do some BCs, maybe. Even maybe some battleship whelps, you know, maybe bring some Typhoons, Tempests in there. Maybe, I don't know, time that flight to Frigate Escape Base, see how that goes, I don't know. But yeah, I'm having really fun in Nullsec, guys. Yeah, I hope you guys are too, man. These films are amazing. I'm going to stop mumbling. I will leave you be. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. And I should aim for getting you a video up Friday. I don't know, I need to stop putting times in these. I'm awful. Anyway, do take care, guys.